Welcome to this presentation. I am Abhay Radhakrishnan, OpenShift architect from Red Hat. Joining me, Philip Hayes, Runtimes Practice Lead from Red Hat. Hello, Philip.
Hi, Abhay. Thanks for inviting me. Yeah, just to set a little bit of background to what we're going to cover. So, despite the incredible pace of adoption of container orchestration platforms like Red Hat OpenShift, the vast majority of EAP workloads are still running on VMs and bare metal. So we're going to demonstrate how an existing JBoss EAP application can be rehosted on OpenShift with no code changes. I guess in the enterprise world, it's all about automation. For large amounts of applications, though, everything we're going to do today can be automated. It can be all built into a pipeline and incorporated with automation tools.
Firstly, we will demonstrate an application running on a local JBoss EAP. Then we'll discuss the benefits of running a JBoss EAP on OpenShift platform. Then we'll show you how to easily install the JBoss EAP leveraging the operators on OpenShift. Then we will deploy the kitchen sink application with no code changes at all on the OpenShift platform. I'm going to start my local JBoss EAP. So let us bring up the application. So we have successfully demonstrated the application running on the local JBoss EAP. Now let us discuss the benefits of running JBoss EAP on OpenShift.
So thanks, Abhay. Yeah, so I guess there's quite a few benefits. Some of the main ones being reduced operational costs. There's a lot of tools that come with OpenShift out of the box, such as the EAP operator that we're going to go through today. Things like Service Mesh, the CI/CD tools, and so on. There's a lot of tools around, also around monitoring and metrics. These all just kind of come out of the box and can be utilized by EAP applications running on OpenShift. You should also see vastly improved resource usage as well, which effectively means much lower memory footprint, much higher density of workloads on your resources. So included with that, we're going to use today the EAP source to image builder, which is a specialized tool to build tools for OpenShift from EAP applications. And that there's a lot of smarts within that will greatly reduce the image size and footprint to really just deploy what is required to run that application on the platform. So finally, then there's also much improved developer experience, and also you get all the additional benefits of the Red Hat Runtimes portfolio as well, which includes things like data grid and SSO and message queue to really start kind of modernizing your applications and bring them into a cloud native type application world. So
by taking an application and installing in OpenShift, we can benefit from the ease of use, reliability, and scalability that a Kubernetes platform like OpenShift can offer us. By running JBoss EAP modules on OpenShift, we can reduce the infrastructure spend significantly, reduce the time to market, and ensure higher reliability, all this while taking advantage of the hybrid cloud model. Joining EAP. I'm going to install this operator here.
Yeah, so the nice thing about this is that this is something that can be done by the administrator and then allowing developers then to pull an application. So it's kind of a separate task that can be done by administrators.
All right, so the installed operator is ready right now, right? So we can look at the list of installed operators.
So once the EAP operator is deployed, we can now switch to the developer view and we can actually deploy the application on OpenShift. So there's a few steps to this. Create a new OpenShift project. We're going to deploy a MySQL database, which we're going to use to connect to store information. We're going to create a pull secret from our registry credentials. And we're then going to use a Helm chart to create the build configurations to actually build and store the image in an image stream. Once the image is built, we're then going to create a configuration map which just stores the database credentials to connect to MySQL, and then we're going to deploy using the EAP operator.
and then going to create a project as we saw in the steps. EAP demo. So now the project is created. We want to stand up the database. We can also use an existing database, right? So for the sake of this demo, I'm going to create a simple MySQL database. And the database name, I'm going to call it as EAP. So the next step in the process is to kind of build the application using the Helm charts and clicking on the install Helm chart and selecting the EAP to choose the EAP7 for Helm chart.
And if you expand the build option there, you should see if you scroll down, you should see the location of the source code there, the Git repository, the branch. We've also got the pull secret that we created a few minutes ago. That's going to be used to pull the S2I images down, and it's got the context dir, which is kitchen sink. And then if you expand the deploy section, you should see that that's disabled because we only want to build using we only want the Helm chart to trigger the builds. So yeah, so if you do the install, and then that will create 2 build configs. If we go to the builds, we should see.
Now let us go and check the build status here, right? So now let's get to the logs.
Yeah, so you can see here it's complete. It's pushed the image to the image registry on OpenShift. So that's good to deploy that now. You can deploy that with the operator.
Next step, we'll go to the add here, and we can use this option here, which is the operator backed.
Yeah, so what's nice here is, so because even though you're logged in as a developer, you can now deploy a Wildfly server or an EAP application because the administrator has deployed this operator already. So it's now available for you to use as a developer. So
now we have come into the form view here, right? You can say the name of the application kitchen sink, and it will be in replica for one instance. And the application image can be the whole thing, or we can just put the kitchen sink the latest, so it will pick up the latest built application.
So if you go ahead and click on that, then and apply that or create it, it should go ahead and deploy.
Okay, now we can see this particular pod is being ready, right? So let's look at the application here. So I'm going to the routes. So when you click on the route, it's bringing the application. So I'm going to do a simple test data here.
Excellent.
And we can see the application is successfully deployed on the OpenShift platform with no code changes.
Great. No, that's really cool. So yeah, so as you say, basically we've taken that EAP application. We showed it running, on a local machine, just within AP, and we've packaged that up, used the S2I build process to create an image of that application, and a cut down image actually requiring just the required libraries and so on in order to be able to run that within EAP. And we've built that using the Helm chart, and we've deployed it using the operator. So yeah, again, we can see that it's extremely easy to move applications, EAP applications, onto OpenShift with no code changes.
All right, thank you all.